Hello there, future chemical engineers! I'm ChemElian, your friendly neighborhood chemical engineer ChemElian, and today we're exploring something just as important as any reaction you'll learn in the lab: the chemistry of making friends. Whether you're starting high school, beginning college, or just looking to expand your circle, today's episode will show you that building friendships follows some pretty predictable patterns, just like the best chemical processes. So grab your safety goggles of confidence and let's dive into the wonderful world of social chemistry. Well, hello there, future engineers! I can see some of you looking as nervous as I do when handling concentrated acids for the first time. You know, in chemistry, the hardest part of any reaction is the activation energy. Getting it started. Making friends is exactly the same way. The hardest part is just saying that first hello. Watch this magic happen. A simple greeting and a genuine smile. That's your basic friendship formula. No complex equations needed. Remember, every friendship starts with someone being brave enough to take that first step. Now here's where the real chemistry happens. Finding your shared elements. Just like how hydrogen and oxygen bond to make water, friendships form when you discover commonalities. Perfect! Look how a simple shared experience, like surviving your first chemistry lab, can create an instant bond. It's like finding the perfect catalyst. Whether it's classes, hobbies, sports, or even favorite pizza toppings, shared interests are the building blocks of friendship. Look for those common elements and watch the magic happen. This reminds me of solution chemistry. Sometimes you have all the right components, but you need to actively mix them together. In engineering, we design systems to be inclusive and efficient. Why not apply the same principle to our social groups? Beautiful! You know, inclusion is like adding a stabilizing agent to a reaction. It makes the whole system stronger and more balanced. Remember, every person you include might be exactly what your group needs. Diversity makes everything stronger, in chemistry and in friendships. Now, here's where we get to the really fascinating part: the art of listening. Just like in a lab, observation is crucial. Perfect technique. Notice how she asked a follow-up question instead of immediately talking about herself? See how they're genuinely curious about Sam's experiences? Good listening is like precise measurement in chemistry. You need to pay attention to get accurate results. Active listening and genuine curiosity, those are the catalysts that turn casual conversations into real connections. And there it is, the follow-through. You know, in chemical engineering, we call this process optimization. You don't just run an experiment once and forget about it. Follow-up is crucial. Small gestures, texts about study sessions, invites to meals, checking in after a tough exam, these are what transform first conversations into lasting friendships. Perfect! Remember, building friendships is like running a continuous process. It requires consistent input to maintain the reaction. But the results? Absolutely worth it. So there you have it, future chemical engineers. 5 key principles for friendship formation. Start with hello, find shared elements, actively include others, listen with curiosity, and maintain the connection. Now get out there and start some positive reactions.